Was it really? Okay. So I'm recording in 2 seconds. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2. Take 3 Wrestling Podcast coming to you on May Cinco de Mayo, 2022. I'm your host, Ernest EJ Chris, alongside Mike Bernier and no Joe Lopez for the time being. We'll see who comes on the show later on. But also James Big Jim Neese, host of the 3 Count.
Yeah, I'm not Jim.
No, sorry. I apologize. 3CT Podcast.
Thank you.
I got the branding. I got to use the brand.
It's all right. It happens. It even happens on our show.
I got to be honest with you. I love it, though. I actually love the spaced out thing now because it gives you time. Instead of worrying about cramming a 2.5 hour podcast into one listening session, have 1 hour here, wait a couple of days, another hour here. Not bad. I'm used to it.
We're enjoying the format. It's definitely kind of breathed some new different life back into the show. Not that we weren't enjoying it before the switch, but this is the first time that in 8 years that we've really changed anything with it. And the funny thing was when we were recording the first of the Tuesday podcast episodes, it was basically the first time. Now we've pre-recorded stuff before, like that would air on like holidays and stuff, but it is the first time that we have ever in 8 years technically been a podcast, because we have been a live show for 8 years. So it's literally like the first time we were recording, like truthfully recording something that is quote unquote a designated podcast that drops on the Tuesday side. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Spoiler alert, that similar format may be coming to the Huddle Up podcast this fall, but we'll get there as the summer plays itself out.
Yeah, I actually don't mind it.
Go Birmingham Stallions.
What's up, Mike? How you doing?
Watching baseball.
Did you
just watched my hockey team get kicked in the dick.
Fucking Cavs got their shit pushed in, man. Not cool.
Well,
an awful game.
Not having Tom Wilson to be the guy who's going to punch somebody in the face really fucks with you whenever you just basically let a team walk down your throat.
Fuck, man.
Well, let me just say real quick that I was on a stream today, doing a poker stream today, and I was partnered with Matt, who's the biggest Panthers fan on the planet, and he said,
super fan.
Well, because you guys are on the stream tomorrow together, and he said he would have had a hard time doing the stream if he was down 0-2.
Well, I mean, okay, here, let's peel back the layer here. Winning a game on the road as the 8th seed, you're coming back to DC exactly where you want to be.
Yeah. Of course, yeah, I agree with you, 100%.
Losing your enforcer a minute into game 1, finding a way to steal game 1, and being in game 2 up until midway through the second quarter or second period, you have to be happy. Let's be real here. Let's just call it spade a spade. But
the score looks bad, but there was really a small period of time where it really got out of hand.
I mean, the 4-minute power play with no goal.
Yeah, it doesn't
the
help.
minute they didn't score there, I was like, okay, this game's over.
Yeah. There's nights where you know your team has lost, and tonight was that night.
Thing sucks.
Thank you. Anyway, tonight is this week is the go home week for WrestleMania BACKRASH, as you say.
BACKRASH. We're not racist here.
So we'll be fucking previewing that today as well. That is your topic, actually, Michael. Technically,
mine.
If you want to go and start now, we can go and start it. By the way, as I'm saying that, I was saying if you saw the Phillies meltdown tonight, because I'm wondering if Matthew from 3CT rather is on suicide watch. Because
no, again, he's all right. I think he's still in basketball mode. I mean, although the Sixers run unfortunately looks like it is coming to a quick end after the injury to Joel Embiid. But he was fine. I think. I don't know. It's a weird thing with Phillies fans, and like if I were to have like a second baseball team, they would be it, because like I grew up going to their like minor league team, which is like an hour away from me. So like the Phillies are like one of the two Philly teams that I don't despise. So Phillies fans are weird because, like, you know, this season they made like a lot of moves, like they were really putting themselves in a position, but like people forget they didn't really do anything to improve their bullpen at all, and it's really coming back to hurt them. And
I'm always saying because Matt does like take digs at me on Twitter, and especially when the Mets and Phillies are involved, and
Well, I mean, it's because you're an easy target, bud.
Hey, well, look, Mets win 7-6. They're first place in the NL East. I tell you.
I mean, it's also like asking, hey, why was FTX Arena not filled yesterday for a playoff game where you are like fighting for your life and have a shot of putting your foot on the throat of an inferior team without their best player, and you literally have more people that were probably at a bar listening to EDM music than they were at fucking FTX Arena last night watching a fucking playoff game.
Well, here's the thing too. Also, and I did a topic on this on the podcast.
The Marlins probably had better attendance last night for the Diamondbacks game than the fucking Miami Heat did in a playoff game.
The Heat attendance thing is so weird because
I figured out why they spaced games out so long.
I did research on this.
Fucking forever to get to them.
I did research on this earlier today because the Heat this year were fourth in attendance in the league. They've been in the top third.
They sold out, but you could have walked from the upper deck to like 3 rows behind the Heat bench.
What if people came dressed as chairs?
But, buddy, they would have had to have a great design to have that much red in their wardrobe.
I'm going to list you the ranking of the Miami Heat attendance in the NBA post LeBron. Okay. 2015, first year out LeBron, 6th in the league. 2016, 6th.
Hold on. You gotta let us. If we're gonna do this, you have to give me an opportunity to respond.
I'm going through 6 years, and you can
let him get it all out, and then
I'm gonna respond after each year, and I was gonna give the reason why they were ranked where they were at. But all right.
Oh, wait, no, here, give each one.
2015, 6th.
What? Everybody still LeBron was still there.
No, he's gone. This is all post LeBron.
No. See, Miami fans thought he was still there. If you went on Facebook or any kind of social media, they still thought he was there.
2016, 6th.
What?
2017, 7th.
What?
2018, 6th.
What?
2019, 5th.
What?
2020, 4th.
What?
This year, post COVID, of course, 4th.
What?
So every year they've been in the top third in attendance. I don't get it. It's weird.
What?
They're all fucking cracking in the fucking bathroom, probably. That's why.
What? Can we talk about how you just said that they were in the top 5 pretty much every year when they were years or top 4?
No,
there were definitely 6s in there somewhere. But
I said in the top third in the league in attendance. Top third.
You do math well.
It's weird, but it's weird though. Like because I agree with what you're saying. They don't show out the games, but they're always ranking the top 6 or 7 in the league every year. I don't get it. It's fucking
Miami has become the new LA.
Is it, I was gonna say, is it like one of those things like Dodgers fans, like they show up after the game starts and they leave before the game ends? Or do they
Miami Heat fans have become the LA Dodger fans. Because if you watch a Dodgers game right now, it's not like that. They're there by the time the game starts, and they're there all night.
Or the other question is, do they base attendance off of tickets sold, not actual attendance?
100%, because there was no way that there was as many people as they said were in that fucking building last night.
Yeah,
so like, 100%. Yeah, my ass.
And see, that's the thing now with like ticketless entry and with ticket resales and stuff. Yeah, it's all based on tickets sold. Like I was the first hockey game I went back to was a minor league game, the Hershey Bears, and it was a rescheduled game that had been postponed because the Bears had too many guys sick with COVID back in the early part of the year. And so they had moved it to a Tuesday night. We went to it. There was the arena sits 10,500. It was not even half full. And the announced attendance was like 10,100 something. And I'm like, there's no fucking way. But the game was originally supposed to schedule was a Saturday night game. So the tickets are already purchased, but people are like, I can't go on a fucking Tuesday.
Well, I guarantee you that there was.
That's what they based it on.
Same thing with Miami. Season ticket holders that are trying to sell their ticket to make all their money back for one game.
Yeah.
That can't sell them on the secondary market, but can't go on a Tuesday because they have to be at EDM Music Fest at Live Laugh Love bar and fucking who gives a fuck. South.
You're an idiot. That's funny as shit.
I would like to pay $500 for this guy to press the big play button from WrestleMania while paying $37 for a margarita and
My God.
$47 for that fine rainbow unicorn tequila shot that I had.
Yeah. That's great.
Somebody get that and get some glow stick.
WrestleMania Backrash is a mere few days away from us. So, Michael, let me go ahead and present the card to us, and we can hash this out.
Yeah, let's go. We'll start with the match that I am not looking forward to the most. It is the SmackDown Women's Title I Quit of Doom match that features Been There, Charlotte Flair. That's her new nickname, Been There, because most of the roster's been there. And someone who wears like yoga pants to the ring and tries to snap people's arms in half. The newest member of the Roddy Piper family, Ronda Rousey.
Are we sure Ronda's here long term?
I don't think that Ronda's ever saying I quit, so unless she's like passing out or something, or gets like completely knocked unconscious, like I don't think she's quitting.
So I wonder if Ronda.
The only way Charlotte wins this is if it's a pass out situation. I don't see it happening. I think Ronda wins this because here's the deal. Sports Center, ESPN, CBS, Fox Sports, all of it. You think they're gonna give away a free clip of Ronda Rousey saying I quit? Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm not picking Ronda to win the match. Just to be clear about that. It's just that I'm just looking at it more from a broader picture of it. Is she gonna be here past this month? Is she at all?
I don't know. I don't know what the long-term plan is. She easily could be.
She'll make it to Money in the Bank whenever the women's winner cashes in immediately.
Okay.
I'm
gonna go
for
Ronda.
SummerSlam.
I'm going Ronda anyway, regardless. And please make this the first match get out of the way.
Nope. Your opening contest for WrestleMania Backrash rematch from WrestleMania that features the 7-foot-tall walking turd Omos with his manager, some former MVP guy, taking on
Bobby
Lashley.
Timing. Good timing.
Thank you. Bobby!
So you put
Bobby!
MVP, you put Bobby. You put obviously MVP with almost obviously the push.
Hold on, got any more Bobbies in there?
Bob.
That's it, right? Any more?
Bobby. 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 Bobby.
Should be a DJ live.
You need the Leo Rush. You need the Leo Rush one. My man Bob.
I should find that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go almost here. Actually,
You almost had the right answer.
MVP gets involved in this match.
Yes, I got the.
No, I think it's I don't know. I know Ryan picked Lash. I think Ryan picked Lash. I don't know. A couple of the guys picked Lashley because they're like, I don't think anybody they know what they want to do with Omos yet. But I here's the deal. If Bobby wins this now, if
Bobby
wins this now, I feel like you're almost like cutting Omos off at the knees. Like
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like it's just a feud he needs to win.
He will win the feud, but that'll take place inside hell in a cell.
Thanks, Vince.
You're welcome, because that's the next pay-per-view. Bobby Lashley wins this match via disqualification, leading to Hell in the Cell.
And excuse me, that is premium live event.
Buddy.
Yeah, you're right, buddy.
Two matches isn't exactly.
The feud, if it goes longer than 3 matches, will be more stale than Drew McIntyre versus insert random wrestler here.
Drew and Happy Corbin fought 1 billion times.
And they all had match of the year contenders. I know. I get it.
Not once did anything lead into a Hell in a Cell. So.
But that's because Hell in the Cell only comes around in the month of May.
That's right.
Or June.
Or October. Once in a while.
Well, nah, whatever.
Sure.
I'm taking Robert W. Lashley for the win.
Bobby.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brock.
You're welcome. In a match that should be very entertaining and probably the best match on the show, rematch from WrestleMania not named Backrash.
Versus Sami Zayn's not on this show.
They probably couldn't get Johnny Knoxville.
That's true.
Great match, by the way. Ernest, tell your wife.
He's working on Son of Jackass coming to Paramount.
Look at Wish. Is she still on the phone with your wife?
No, they're not on the phone anymore.
Okay.
It is the American Nightmare Dream with the Winged Eagle title soon to be coming back to WWE, taking on a guy who on the website.
Say that one more time.
The guy who's eventually going to bring back the Winged Eagle title sooner rather than later.
Turns me on.
Yeah. Eggplant emoji, buddy.
Yeah.
3 of them.
I can't wait.
Versus the founding freaking father of the Freakings, Seth Rollins.
Oh, the Freakings?
Yeah, the whole freaking family.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's got to be Cody, of course, right? I mean,
he's Papa freaking, and he's got Mama freaking, and the baby.
Answer's Cody Rhodes.
Did they have a freaking dog? Did they have a freaking dog?
Probably.
I hope so.
Tobias the freaking Hound.
There's no
question.
Cody wins.
Can I say also real quick? Cody Rhodes is so much more likable on WWE than AEW.
Yeah, because they don't always have to tell us how fucking they invented the greatest sport in the history.
Or they don't have to tell us that he's the executive vice president 700 times.
Because WWE, as much as people don't want to admit it, has self-awareness. Something that apparently money can't buy in Florida.
Damn.
Well, northern Florida.
Sure.
Well, we're like 9 hours apart from them, so I don't think we can lump it all into one.
Yeah, you're not a billionaire, though.
I also have a brain.
There you go.
And not 76,000 kilos of cocaine.
That helps.
I'll take the son of the plumber. The son of the plumber. I'll take Cody, not named Rhodes.
Hey, is Seth going to win a big match at some point in his career? It's been a while.
Eventually.
Yeah, he'll get there. That guy's bulletproof. Seth Rollins is bulletproof.
I get it, but it's just like.
But Seth won so many of these big matches early in his career.
Yeah.
You got to come circle. You got to lose these now for a little bit, and then you'll get that upswing back.
Because eventually he's going to be. Because even if people cheer him now, he's still a heel in character. Like
he's a heel.
It'll come around.
Thanks, corny.
God damn. It'll come around.
Fucker.
Oh, I love he gets all political too, corny. He goes fucking for the fucking throat.
God damn. Yeah.
Fucker.
EJ, you said Cody, right?
Oh, of course, yeah, absolutely.
Are we all on the Cody bandwagon here?
Yeah.
Of course.
All right. Next up in what I'm going to call the Dark Horse Match of the Night contender, it'll be the man, the myth, the legend, Happy Corbin, taking on Madcap Mansoor Moss.
Peacock Pass. Dude. It's so good. Goddamn. Give me Madcap Moss. Is it like how good is Baron Corbin? People cheer for Madcap Moss. End of story.
I'm with you too on there.
Put Baron Corbin, Happy Corbin, King Corbin, Constable Corbin, put him in the Hall of Fame right now. He's that good. Put respect on that man's name. Moss wins, but Corbin is so goddamn good. It's not even funny.
I'm with you.
Corbin Burns, Patrick Corbin.
was Roger Dorn.
Roger Dorn.
I was gonna say, wasn't it Roger Dorn?
I want to watch fucking Major League now. Fuck.
Speaking of that, did you guys see the? Did you both see that I shared that?
Tony Khan's only good tweet.
The only good tweet he's had all week.
Yeah.
I hate this fucking song.
Wow. What was her name? Rachel? What's her name again? Rachel.
Rachel Phelps.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh my God. So goddamn good. I love that.
This
movie.
guy's dead. Cross him off the list then.
And her dog's name was Chow Chow.
I love when he calls Lou Brown and he's at fucking Tire World. Tire World.
Next
This
match.
is management Cleveland Indians. Won't you be the coach?
Obviously.
I don't know. I got a guy on the other line about some white walls. Can I call you back?
I have to ask you guys before we get the next match though. Major League 1, obviously a fucking classic.
Oh, okay.
Major League 2 obviously flopped. I don't hate the fucking movie in the same way though.
I don't know that flopped as much as 3, 4, and 5 did after.
Major League
people
2 is
are talking about
Major League
fucking-
2 is good, except they pass off Baltimore as the city of Cleveland. That's the big.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Like anybody who knows anybody who knows the Sun Tower and the warehouse, but besides that,
Actually, to be honest with you, Major League 2 I saw before Major League 1 because Major League 1 came out in 89 and I wasn't allowed to watch that fucking movie because I was too young. So Major League 2 came out in 94 and I watched that first because I was allowed to watch that one. So
Up steps Jack Parkman.
Yep.
That shiver makes all the ladies in Cleveland want to.
and then later on makes them go puke.
Tire World.
Oh, look. This is Charlie Donovan with the Cleveland Indians. How would you like to manage the Indians this year?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? This is a chance to manage in the big leagues.
Let me think it over, will you, Charlie? I got a guy on the other line about some white walls. I'll talk to you later.
Love that answer. What's his name again? Fucking
Lou Brown?
Lou Brown.
For any of you baseball fans that don't know, Baseballism actually has a series of T-shirts that are the Major League characters. They have like pennants. With one of them is Lou Brown.
Really?
The other one, yeah, they have Willie Mays Hayes.
Oh,
they have
which one?
Rick
Wesley
Wild
or
one.
Omar.
I don't know which picture it is, to be honest with you. So yeah, baseballism.com. Go to collections. Yeah, big fan of it. It's one of my stores. So
Get a sponsor on that one. Come on, let's go fucking get a free fucking advertisement.
Major League the movie, they have Wild Thing. The Wild Thing logo. They have Jobu where it says it's bad to drink Jobu's rum.
You got Tanaka?
Those are the only shirts they have right now. The player ones are on back order, so they won't be on the website. But I have the Lou Brown one. Big fan. So did we pick the winner of Madcap Mansoor Happy?
Wait, Madcap for Jim, Madcap for me.
I'm gonna take Mansoor. I love what they're doing with Mansoor. He broke away from Happy Corbin. Oh shit! It's Madcap Moss, not Madcap Mansoor. My bad. Yeah. Give me the Chronicles of Riddick.
Okay.
Wonder if that's gonna be his new gimmick. That'd be cool. Oh, that was a joke we had from like 20 episodes ago where it was Madcap Mansoor,
Oh, okay.
and I just ran with it. Yeah, exactly. Madcap Mansoor. In a match that should be wrestled in the purple lighting homage to The Fiend, it is the new Brood leader Edge versus the phenomenal AJ Styles with Damian Priest, the Holy Spirit himself, being barred from ringside.
I'm
So-
going AJ here.
No, you're wrong.
Really?
The question isn't who's going to win, because the correct answer is Edge.
It's who's going to join the new Brood after the match.
Correct. Who's going to be the one to interfere? Part of me thinks a dark horse a little bit might be Finn Balor after they just did the thingy on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, I saw that.
Or
they're starting.
is AJ and Finn going to be the ones that are going to be the thorn in this group's side for the next 6 months?
Could be. I'd have no problem with that.
I think I would pair Styles and Finn together and do their own little click thing and make a whole. No, but I'm saying I would make it a whole faction to counter the Edge faction, especially with the whole AEW super elite, undisputed elite bullshit.
And this gives you something to drag through to Survivor Series.
SummerSlam.
Any of them? Any of the matches? Any of the shows?
We will ban you from the Summerfest.
Wow. Banishment from the Summerfest. All right.
You got Edge. Jim, you got Edge, right?
Yeah.
Mike, you got Edge too?
The only correct answer is Edge.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Guess Edge is.
And for the record, my prediction on who joins the Purple Light Society will either be the dark horse favorite or the betting line favorite of Tommaso Ciampa, or
Like that one.
Tomato chips.
Oh, Vince hated fucking factions.
he loves them now, or it is going to be. Well, Rhea would join just on an episode of Raw. Rhea's not a big enough in a men's match to.
Yeah, I don't see a woman getting added to it on this match. It'd be cool, but I don't see it happening.
Oh no, I'm just saying her joining the faction.
Oh no, she'll definitely join it. I'm gonna go. I'm trying to think if there's a tag team that I could go with to like learn under the Edge learning tree.
Los Lotharios.
Oh God, why?
Ron Eriks.
Talk about going over like a fart in church.
Super Dark Horse, the Creed brothers. Now that Roderick Strong wants his release,
Denied.
Yeah, access denied. And last but certainly not least, in a 6-man tag match where all the titles should be on the line, but none of the titles are on the line, it's Drew McIntyre with Swarty and RK Bro of. What are we supposed to call the sword? It's got to have a name by now.
It does.
Swordy.
No, it hasn't.
No, is it? What is it like Towley? No, the sword isn't the sword called like Suzanne?
I'm gonna-
His mom's
Sebastian the Sword.
Charlene or something.
Angela. It's called Angela.
That's stupid. It's not Angela. It's Swarty.
Named after his late mother, you soulless son of a bitch.
Oh, it looked like a car.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Michael, how dare you?
I'm sorry. His mother was probably a really nice lady, and I'm sorry that he has lost his mother.
But
why the fuck are we naming a sword after his mom? Was she sharp? Did she stab people? I'm asking for a friend.
Her?
Will you stop?
only for fun.
She killed
She
people
lived
with
by
kindness.
She lived by the sword.
She also died by the sword, I guess.
Come on.
Will you stop?
Thank you, Gorilla.
Swordy the Sword. Versus the Raw Tag Team Champions of Randy Orton and Matt Riddle via Scooter. As they will take on the bloodline of
Schooner.
Jimmy and Jay Hard in the Paint Usos. If you're anywhere near this arena, please do not be driving after the show, as we do not have any legal liability of what happens afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And the WWE World Heavyweight Universal conquering champion of the world, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Road and Range.
Mr. Road Rage. Give me the bloodline.
I'm going to pick this team because the titles are not on the line, and it could potentially set up for possible main event of what is it, the Castle Clash or Clash at the Castle or whatever the hell it's called.
What, the one all the way in September?
Yeah. It's a slow burn. A little sprinkle. You start teasing a little here.
Is Drew McIntyre gonna pull his hip and have to sit out for 6 weeks?
Maybe. You don't know. got a sensitive hip.
Makes sense.
I'm stealing the name that Tim gave this trio on 3 count or 3CT tonight. R. Clay Bro.
What was
How
it?
good is that? How good is that? How is that not a T-shirt on going for sale this weekend already? Yeah, Tim.
That was it. I didn't hear it.
R. Clay Bro. Right?
R.
How
Clay
good?
Bro.
How good is that?
I like that one. That's a good one. That'll be a I was there shirt. R. Clay Bro.
I like that.
I'm gonna go with Jim. I'm gonna take R. Clay Bro. My dark horse here that I thought would have been a fun change would have been due to a tired arm from holding all those title belts. Roman Reigns takes himself out of the match and actually enters his cousin Solo Sikoa from NXT onto the show, so that there could be even more members of the Bloodline running through title matches and main events. But I've decided to go against that route, so I'll take the Claymore to one of the Usos.
Just do it.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe we'll get a Bianca Belair match because, why not?
I just don't want there now.
Yeah, I feel like there should be another women's match on this card.
Right, I agree.
Yeah, it'll be the final nail in the coffin of Numbnuts as a worker instead of a wrestler.
Sonya.
Yeah, that one. I couldn't remember her name.
Sonya. All right.
Any other matches you think could get added before Sunday?
I think it's interesting that Lil Liv got the pin on Monday.
Yeah, that could be a good one.
But I don't see them just forcing them.
Yeah, and I don't think they're gonna force Asuka Becky yet. I think you can build that one for another month.
To be either Money in the Bank or.
Well, I think them end up in the Money in the Bank match. That's why I'm thinking maybe they have a match at Hell in the Cell. They're in the ladder match together, and then they're blow off at Summerfest.
Yeah, something like that.
Dark Horse fun thing that I think could happen if, depending on what happens tomorrow night on SmackDown, that I think could be fun. Sonya gets her power back and books Bianca Belair against a mystery opponent at the pay-per-view, and ends up being Bayley, and Bayley wins the title, so that Bianca can then claim, hey, I can just never win matches when I don't know who my opponents are, but if you give me like all these weeks to prepare for them, you never needed me at all.
I think I like that. I think I like that a lot.
That's booking.
Thank you.
It's good. That's good shit, pal. It's good shit.
It's good shit. Ricochet. He's still a dick.
He's still a dick.
I'm wearing the shirt too.
I see. It's good stuff. tpublic.com/user/recount Thursday.
Yeah.
Merchandising.
Damn right.
Merchandising.
Thank you, Mel Brooks.
Yeah, that's all for Backrash. Make sure you do all the things with your mother on Mother's Day first, so you can watch this PLE only on the cock.
Oh shit! I just remember. You know what's gonna clash with the fucking show? I just remember that.
Right on the cock.
Game 4 of the Heat and Sixers. So I have double TVs that night.
Just no, you're not getting 2 TVs on Mother's Day. Stop being stupid.
Right on the cock.
Thanks, Tim.
iPad and TV.
There you go.
All right.
Figure it out.
Go to my topic now. My topic is very simple. And it's about broadcasters and broadcast teams. And through the many years of pro wrestling, we've had some good ones, some terrible ones, and all that. It's as simple as this. I just want you to give each of us to reveal our personal Mount Rushmore of all-time broadcast teams in the history of professional wrestling. It's not WWE. It can be any era, any promotion. Doesn't matter. Why don't you guys start first, and I'll come in after.
Are we going one at a time, or are we doing all 4 at once?
Oh, let's go one at a time. Let's have fun with it.
All
okay.
Right. Mike, you want to give yours, or you want me to start?
I'm just going to hit the nail on the head here, and I'm probably going to hit what would be my top one. Give me Gorilla and Bobby Heenan.
Will you stop?
Yeah, that's my number one with a bullet. Every time this question gets asked, it's Gorilla and Bobby, without question. Always at the top.
Now yours too.
Mm-hmm.
Give me number one on the top of me is give me Gorilla and Jesse. I am the biggest
This
Jesse.
near monsoon.
So
Thermite Paint McMahon.
WrestleMania 5 is Jesse's fucking masterpiece. That entire fucking event, he was off the fucking chain.
Shocker. Mega Powers Explode. I think you watched that.
No, but it's Jesse on from like
Shocker.
post, dude, was on fire.
But it's funny. You're like, oh, it's his coming out party because you've watched that almost as much as you've watched.
No. That's coming part. To me, that was his masterpiece. To me, that was like his
WrestleMania 5 is his masterpiece, kind of like Royal Rumble 2020.
Fine. The reason I love Fast Food has nothing to do with Hogan and Savage. It's really Jesse and Gorilla. That make
They were a great team.
You've watched that show about as many times as Rumble 2020
because of Jesse and fucking Gorilla. That's why.
Because of Savage Hogan. Don't lie to us. Paul Orndorff Feud of the Year.
That's not the best Savage Hogan match of all time, though.
Doesn't matter. It's Savage. You watch everything Savage related, you dummy.
But not that match.
Oh, yeah.
First name, whatever. Last name, you're an idiot.
Jeez. Give me Savage and Hogan from 1990 on the main event.
Ain't gonna happen.
But yeah, yeah, sorry, I'm on my phone. Ventura and Gorilla. I'm actually editing shit as I'm fucking doing this. So
Today, Junior.
Next, Fatty, which one?
Shut
up.
I'm gonna take JR and King because I think that's the next slam dunk.
Yep, that's me. It's simple. This is easy.
So, I mean, I can't stand Lawler. I really can't.
I can't stand Lawler now, but him and JR as a team.
JR is the only reason they're even worth a fucking damn. Because Lawler is shit. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry. You also decided to skip out on a lot of Jerry the King Lawler where he was fucking entertaining as fuck whenever you took your sabbatical from wrestling. He was still a good commentator from 2000 to fucking the time he decided to have a heart attack. Sorry. That was really when the broadcasting should have stopped.
I would put him in there, but I got spoiler alert here. Jesse's on this list twice. Okay, Jesse and Vince.
Oh God,
I actually love Jesse and Vince in that main event. I actually love them.
Nope. They're not jumping the guys that I have on my list.
That's why.
I'm not saying they weren't.
This is my list. That's your list.
Your list is garbage. I'm just the one that's going to call you out on it.
You can be wrong.
You can be wrong. You can have opinions
and be okay with
all of them wrong,
motherfucker. But I love Jesse and Vince. That's the only scenario where I actually think Vince is actually really good is with Jesse. He wasn't bad with Jay.
Again.
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
Number 3. Go ahead.
I think this is where I'm going to differentiate from Big Jim here, and I think that's
ECW?
Okay. ECW?
ECW?
I was going to go with, Joey Styles.
I knew we were going to go there. He was on consideration, too, but it's for the record.
The one-man broadcast team, that guy was fucking amazing.
I mean, he was amazing. He really was. He was under consideration on my list, too. So,
really for my number 3, you can go Vince McMahon and insert wrestler here. Like the run where he had with DiBiase was on, and Piper was on, and Savage was on. But my favorite of that whole bunch, Vince McMahon, Mr. Perfect.
That's a good one.
Really?
I like that one.
Good.
Perfect was good for that role.
Oh, he was fantastic in that role.
I'm trying to find my list here. Give me a second, because I lost it.
Wow, of course you did.
Chocolate. I'm going to go, this is not in order, different as well, too. I am not a fan of 3-man booths. However, this one actually was really good. WCW. Give me Tony Schiavone, Larry Zbyszko, and Bobby Heenan.
All right, solid team.
Bobby was still great in WCW, just for the record.
Yeah,
I like it.
I don't have issues with that one. Yeah, I mean, the 3-man team thing, it just, you have to have the right. It can't be forced. It can't be contrived.
Right.
So many times now it is, like, and both companies. And I tweeted this last night. Is like both companies need to realize less is more with commentary sometimes, and I mean that too, not just 3 men, but also like with the number and frequency of guests.
Mhm.
Like AEW.
Yeah, I don't need a segment every.
For the first hour, AEW had a guest on commentary, different guests. Like, and it was one thing during the pandemic because you had to create noise. Like WWE, I felt, and AEW both, like they had a lot of guests on commentary when there was no crowd in the audience. That whole period of time is a whole separate. That's just that's a bubble in and of itself. But like now, why do you have 4 men, 5 men booths all the time? Stop.
Annoying as shit.
Yeah.
Rick Boogs.
Boogs.
Okay, fourth one, last one.
I'm going back and forth now because the team I had on there, I think I'm going to move to my honorable mention segment. I'm actually going to go Michael Cole and Taz.
Not bad, actually. Not bad.
They were on my honorable mention list, as well as Gorilla and Jesse, because I liked Gorilla and Jesse together.
Mhm.
More than I did Vince and Jesse.
Right.
And I also had the Nitro 3-man booth on my honorable mention as well. But yeah,
okay.
Correct. And then my other honorable mention was the team that I had in 4th place. And this is going to get a chuckle, but I thought for the crew, and then I'll let you guys talk about it. I had Don West and Mike Tenay from the early NWA days.
God.
Okay.
They were
fun.
They were energetic. It was fun though, and Mike Tenay always got like super passionate in the storylines, and then Don West just sitting over there going like, "Mike, you need to relax before you have a heart attack. Does anyone want to buy some baseball cards? Hit me up, DonWest.com."
Oh my God, dude!
Wasn't
So
Tenay also on Thunder as well too?
Mhm.
On Thunder?
Tenay was. I don't know if him and Don West were a team on Thunder.
No, not Don West. Tenay was on Thunder.
Tenay was.
Tenay was
He was also on Nitro.
Tenay's actually underrated.
Yeah, Tenay's
got
really
a-
good.
I had
Right.
him and Don West as an honorable mention. I had them at 4th. I've now changed to Cole and Taz.
Ryan and I went to a TNA show at the York Fair one year, and it rained. The ring's out in like the fucking track of this fucking like horse track, basically. So like the ring's wet. The wrestling sucked because the ring was wet, so guys are just trying to not kill themselves. But we met Jeff Jarrett, Velvet Sky after the show, and Don West. And like there, I have a picture. I have to try and find it somewhere of Ryan with Don West, and Don West just looks hammered. He may have been hammered. I don't know, but he looked wasted, and it's the funniest fucking picture ever. But my 4th team, honest to God, and I think it's because like for the past 5-6 years, maybe even a little bit more, like commentary has almost become just background noise to the action more times than not. But Michael Cole and Pat McAfee are so goddamn good that in an era where commentary doesn't matter, they make it fucking matter. And they're having so much fun with it. And
Agreed.
my favorite part about it is it is making people appreciate Michael Cole while he's still doing
That's
it.
true. This is true.
Yeah, I would probably have McAfee and Cole up there on my honorable mentions, and they're probably definitely within striking distance of getting into the top 4 if they stay together for another year.
Michael Cole is so good at calling wrestling and being on commentary, but people, because of the failed fucking heel turn thing and all the kind of dumb shit they did for so many years, people started to throw shade at Michael Cole But I like
Here comes the big dog.
it's finally coming back. Well, and then people also don't
It's
realize
boss time.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, people also don't realize that that's not under his control either.
Yeah, we get that.
But like, what you guys do because you're smart. Well, Mike's smart. EJ, you're
Fuck off, fatty.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
But like,
Fuck you, Michael.
but like,
Hey, buddy, he's just telling it how it is, man.
yeah, I mean,
No.
I don't make the rules. But like, the people being able to appreciate Michael Cole while he's still doing it.
No,
makes
it's so
him
true.
better.
No, it's so true. And when I was doing the list, he was under consideration, really, honestly, because the only reason I didn't put him in my 4 is because it's only about a year and a half old, you know. But I think we do this again in 5 years, he might crack the 4 rather. So, 4 for me is Gorilla and Bobby. Like, it came down to Gorilla and Bobby, and honestly, it was either him or JR and Lawler. And to me, JR and Lawler is pretty much really mostly JR, in my opinion. JR makes Lawler great, in my opinion. It is Lawler any other combination to me does not work. I never liked any other combination he's done outside JR. So Gorilla and Bobby. Now the thing about Gorilla and Bobby was funny is that I actually like Gorilla and Bobby more in the studio, primetime wrestling, than I do in commentary. Actually, not saying they're not great commentary. They are great commentary, but to me, the Gorilla Bobby dynamic is really at its peak in the studio. When you have a 2-hour show, you know, and then they're able to just bullshit outside of wrestling, oh, it's fantastic. But I'll go Gorilla and Bobby as well, too, because what they did at Royal Rumble 92, what they did in WrestleMania 7, after Jesse left the company, and Bobby seemingly just fits in there, you know, and this is after they did the whole Roddy Piper Vince thing, which was stupid as shit, arguably one of the worst, if not the worst broadcast team in that company's history. I couldn't stand Roddy Piper on commentary. I'm sorry. He was just too much.
Do you want me to leave the show? I can just leave the show.
Look at the size of that hammock.
You know this, though. But, Jim, you know this already.
Piper's so good. I fucking love Roddy Piper so much.
I think Piper as a baby face is probably a little more annoying. If it was the heel Piper from like 86, 85, and he put him in that, I could say, okay, fine. But he was a baby face in 1990. It was just too much.
Yeah, no, I'll take Roddy Piper on commentary. He was fantastic.
I loved it.
Look at the size of that ham hock.
I'll tell you who sucked, though. I hate to say it. It's Savage.
Yeah, Savage wasn't great. Because I don't think he ever wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I think that was the big thing with him. But like the Piper was on commentary for my favorite SummerSlam of all time, SummerSlam 90. So.
And that's where he annoyed me, right there. Right there. That's A1. So I watched the SummerSlam so many times.
Noise.
Underrated commentary teams that don't get any love here.
Jerry the King Lawler and Michael Cole.
They had a great dynamic with each other.
I've told you I like Corey Graves. I just know which combination I prefer.
I'll take Graves on his run in NXT over either of his main roster show runs. I think him and Byron Saxton are too much together at times.
Yeah, they forced like the heel babyface dynamic between the two of them too much.
And I think that's the thing. Like King and JR, like the whole like King would say something ridiculous, and it would be like the Gorilla Bobby thing. Will you stop? Like Byron Saxton's trying to play the role of Gorilla Monsoon by being like super like a yippy Pomeranian and had too much fucking caffeine, and Corey Graves just like, shut up, Saxton, you idiot.
Right.
Yeah. So it comes off too forced. Honestly, I would personally love the Corey Graves Michael Cole team to come back together. That was kind of fun.
I was gonna say that.
I personally think Corey Graves and Pat McAfee would make an interesting mixture. But then you don't have anyone to call the dynamic of what's going on in the ring like Cole does.
They've done it before, I think, in the past. Though I think they've done it a couple of times where all three guys were on there.
And I would love a 3-man booth of Cole, McAfee, and Graves.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
But I think
don't mess with a good thing.
No. I'm not saying to mess with a good thing. If Pat was open more to being around on Monday nights, I would potentially move a 3-man booth on Monday and then leave Pat and Cole by themselves on Friday on Revis Island, because they've got that on lockdown and it's great what they're doing on SmackDown with the two of them. But I would bring Pat in every once in a while on a Monday night. Maybe not every Monday, but just bring him in on a Monday night here or there.
Like a special.
You know, I think it could be fun where, you know, Pat shows up, does a segment or two, but isn't there for the whole night, kind of thing.
Where are you guys on Renee Young?
I loved her when she was there, but I don't think anything that she was a part of cracks my top 5 or top 6.
Yeah,
Right.
I thought she did. I thought she did a great job in every role she did with the company. I don't. Again, unfortunately, it like her time on commentary with WWE came at a point where just in the company, in the business as it is, just commentary doesn't matter.
I didn't hate her with Graves and Cole. Actually, I didn't hate it, but I get it. It's background noise at that point. 2019 is background noise. Totally get that.
See, the way I look at it is, she plays the role that Byron Saxton's trying to play better than Byron Saxton can.
Right.
So I would definitely have that 3-person panel ahead of anything with Byron Saxton in it with Graves. So it's like, I love what she did, but she did it at a time where A, it didn't matter all that much, and B, it's kind of heavily forgotten. A lot of her stuff is more of the backstage,
right.
Raw talk, SmackDown, all that stuff. You know, which I think she should get a lot of credit for, because those were all great shows and segments and stuff like that. I think that's the thing, is she's not really remembered for her commentary. Michael Cole is remembered for his commentary, not the fact that he was a backstage interviewer in the Attitude Era. You know, King and JR, commentators, not the Memphis, Tennessee great wrestler and JR's barbecue sauce. It's the fact that they were probably 2 of the greatest commentators of all time. You know,
right.
Everyone, when you talk to a wrestling fan that isn't someone that scabbers the internet for old school wrestling, you bring up Jerry the King Lawler, they're either telling you it's the Andy Kaufman guy or the guy who invented calling women's breasts puppies, not the 37 million time Tennessee heavyweight champion of the world, great wrestler Jerry the King Lawler. You know, so I think that's the sticking point. Like, Renee Young wore so many hats and she wore them very well that it's almost like, I don't know what I would describe her as. Correspondent, host, because she did all of those roles, did all of them above par. So it's one of those things where it's like, and I'm not trying to like no offense to her, because I think the world of her. I think she's great in the roles that she did. It's just I can't pinpoint a commentary team that I would put her on that's ahead of.
She's got a podcast, for the record.
I know.
She's definitely not in a Mount Rushmore. Her commentary team.
Yeah, that's fine.
Teams are not in Mount Rushmore.
And it's not. And I don't think that's her. I think that's who she was paired with.
Yeah, and the era that she was in.
Correct. It all played a role.
On commentary, Bischoff?
I liked Bischoff on Nitro and all that stuff before he became a member of the NWO. But once the whole NWO thing started, it became more of a, I need to be on commentary to plug the NWO. It became...
Yeah, I mean, WCW had good teams. It just, you know, I didn't watch enough until the Attitude Era. So, and then, you know, then it didn't matter because it was all about just whatever each company was doing at that point to one up the other one.
Listening to Dusty Rhodes do commentary was very fun. WCW. Like, I wouldn't put any of his teams on Mount Rushmore, but like going back and watching old Fall Brawl War Games and having him on commentary. I've been in this match 155 bajillion times. I've bled with everybody. This match is so riveting. Like, just listening to him commentate on War Games was so fun.
I actually liked also... Go ahead, Jim.
In War Games, War games! War games! War games!
Actually, also like Jesse and Jim Ross. It was very short lived at WCW, early '90s when
Okay,
Jesse.
yeah, that was before me.
Right, that was actually pretty.
Oh
decent.
yeah, it was only like 2 or 3 shows. I don't even think it was many.
No, it was a year. It was about a year. '93. That was it. 1993. That's it.
Yeah, but I think they only had like 2 or 3 pay-per-views that year. They weren't big in the pay-per-view game yet.
Right. Also, Shivani and Jesse was pretty decent too, in both WWE and WCW. He actually did SummerSlam in 1989.
Yep.
So,
Dude, Shivani, like,
Shivani's so underrated, dude.
I don't. Maybe this AEW run is soiling Shivani for me, but dude, that guy sounds like he couldn't give a fuck about being there every Wednesday.
Look, he's being muzzled in the same way. I mean, if you have Shivani, WCW Shivani in AEW, you might feel differently about it, probably.
Yeah, probably, but like,
That's a personal problem. Then that's him not bringing that same energy that he brought to WCW. Like I need to have him in my office.
They have him doing too many things. Like,
yeah,
why the fuck is he doing commentary, backstage interviewing, on-stage interviewing, in-ring interviewing? Stop it.
Yeah, no, they should really turn like Dasha or somebody like that into the backstage.
Does Spanish commentary.
That's probably great.
Yeah, which is probably fantastic, but you can't tell me that there's not somebody else out there in this fucking business that can do backstage interviewing. WWE brings new people in all the time.
And it works.
Yeah. Like they got some fucking British dude on Monday Night Raw.
That's right. Well, still don't know his fucking name yet.
And Sarah Schreiber. And then they have like 2 women on Friday nights.
You miss Charlie Cruiser, don't you, Jim?
Oh, dude, she's so hot.
Bastard.
It's not even fair.
That Veronica Vaughn is one fine piece of ace.
All right. We can go wrestlers of the month if you want to now.
Do you want to do my emergency topic since Joe is not a Riven?
It's up to you.
I don't care. I mean,
Let's save it next week. I want Joe to be here for that one. Because Joe
right.
actually had that one. Next week.
For the record, Joe's topic this week was about the for those of you at home that you can look forward to maybe next week. I don't know if we're gonna. I don't know because I don't know what we're doing. Was the AEW reality show that's been pitched? So that'd be a lot of fun to talk about. But we'll save that and hopefully Joe. We can bring that into the conversation.
Give more time to actually think about it too. Especially, I have a couple ideas, but I want to elaborate a little more on it.
So we'll hopefully get to that. Hold on a second. I gotta go. Let me put my computer on the charger so you guys talk for a minute about some other stuff while I move.
Okay. Skiavone.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like I did enjoy him in WCW and during like the Attitude Era and stuff. I thought he was really great. But yeah, like this. Don't get me wrong. Kudos to Conrad Thompson.
You're just mean. Just a minute.
Kudos to Conrad Thompson for getting him back and getting him to a point where he likes wrestling again. Because like, I get it. The way everything went down at the end of WCW, I'd probably be a bitter old man too.
Yeah.
So definitely a credit to Conrad Thompson to get him to come back into the wrestling world. But like, and maybe it's just like the AEW booth isn't good.
Excalibur.
Just period is not good. To me, Excalibur is almost on the level of Mauro Ranallo in terms of being annoying.
Yeah, he could be.
I'm not even kidding. It drives me insane because the thing that bothered me about Mauro Ranallo. And I love the Ranallo story and, him being open about mental health and all of that. That's great. The thing that drove me nuts about Mauro Ranallo is like, because he comes from the combat world, is every move could end like. Why am I echoing?
I don't know.
That's me. Sorry.
Jesus, EJ. What are you doing? Why are you changing your shit? What is wrong with you?
He's a toolbox.
Fuck you, Michael. What? You have a question, Mike? Jim? You have a question?
What?
What?
What
I'm
the
back.
fuck?
I'm back in studio for the record.
Why did you? We're practically the end of the show.
Yeah, but I was editing in the meantime while that was going on. So
This guy's an idiot.
no, I got things to do, man. So be efficient. I'm back.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, I know. Give me the rest of the month, buddy. Rankings, if you don't mind.
All right, let's talk about this idiot's wrestler of the month vote.
Wait. We gotta stop this bullshit. Stop segueing my ass and my rankings. Those are private information, sir.
Hot garbage. Hot, smelly garbage.
Man, fuck you and your popcorn, Jim.
Yeah, for popcorn, I gotta go to the movie theater and pick some up.
Dude, I was telling Lauren that I didn't get popcorn.
Fucking popcorn.
Popcorner.
Good though, I can go from phone to fucking studio like that.
This guy put Ezekiel in his rankings twice this week.
I did?
Yeah,
Wait, how do you put somebody twice in a week?
he's an idiot.
Well, one Ezekiel, one is the other guy.
No, Ezekiel. and Elias.
What other guy?
I'm joking.
I don't know what you're referencing, sir. All right, so the wrestlers of the month, as voted on by the esteemed panel of myself, Joe, and a toolbox. You know what? I'm doing something on the fly here because, I'm part of this show. I'm going to start sending the list of the wrestler of the months to Jim, and we're getting a fourth vote.
Start next month?
I mean, I'm basically part of
No,
it.
yeah. You've been on the show pretty much from here on out. So for the rest of the year, you're getting a vote on everything.
If you don't show up, just fucking send it to us and we'll split.
Exactly. We do it the month anyway, so it's a power ranking. So you just rank your 25 wrestlers.
Fucking Mike Bernier fucking database here at fucking Casa del Bernier. You know what I'm saying?
Got a lot of spreadsheets, baby.
By the way, feet says hi, Michael.
Hi, feet.
Inside joke, streaming joke. Good.
All right, so our wrestler of the month for the month of April, he has made his return. The son of a plumber. Number one this month, the American Nightmare, Cody.
Was it unanimous? Because I have unanimous.
No.
Oh no, really? Who had I had number one on my top.
I did not have him at number one.
Who'd you put?
Hold on, let me look. I believe I had the undisputed head of the table.
I'm a little shocked.
I had Cody at 4, actually.
4?
Really? What's wrong
Would you
with
have
you?
above
What's
Cody?
wrong with you, Michael? Make your case here.
I had the best tag team in professional wrestling, the new Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, FTR.
Okay, 3.
Because they also had a great match against each other for the Owen Hart Invitational. That happened.
I could see that. But 3.
And I had the EST of the PhD of the MMA of the onomatopoeia. As much as I didn't love the match, she's also defended the title like 2 or 3 other times on Raw against Sonya Deville. I mean, I know those aren't great matches, but title defenses and having a win at WrestleMania, it's big. I mean, I get it. Yeah, Cody's come back and he's won a tag match and he's won another random singles match. But Bianca had some pretty big wins.
Here's number 2 of my
this
list.
month. And honestly, I had Jonathan Gresham rounding out the top 5.
I had him in my top 6, I think. Gresham.
You had Gresham at 6.
Okay.
So the number one wrestler of the month is Cody. He got the 25 points. Second place was Roman Reigns. Third place, Bianca Belair. Fourth place, FTR. Fifth place, Jonathan Gresham. 6 through 10 saw the Theory of Relativity get 6th place.
That's all Joe.
That's 100%. That's 100% Joe. It's 100% Joe. Joe had him at 5. I had him at 12. You had him at 8.
Yeah.
So Theory of Relativity is at 6. Stone Cold Steve Austin is 7. Adam Page 8. Sasha Banks and Naomi 9. And Pat McAfee in the 10th spot.
Surprised on Adam Page in there. Surprised.
You're surprised that a guy who retained his title at the first show of the month made the top 10?
No, did not.
On that,
Was he in the 10? Adam Page?
Yeah, he was like 8th.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I misheard that. Okay.
I voted him 6th.
I had him 9, I think.
You had him
10.
You had him 12th.
Really?
Joe had him 10th.
That's a misnomer. I should have had it higher than that. I apologize. Sorry. Sorry.
So that's the top 10. 11th was Randy Orton. 12 Samoa Joe. 13 Johnny Knoxville. 14 Scorpio Sky. 15 is Josh Alexander. And this is where I'm going to talk to you, sir. For someone who does ranking of a wrestling list,
I'll listen to you.
And you spend about 7 hours a day on a shitter, read some goddamn results. You don't got to watch the show.
Wait. Did Lauren tell you that? Did Lauren tell you that?
Let me finish my rant, sir. Let me finish my rant, because here's the thing. There's a really good podcast that gets recorded on Thursdays before our show that the illustrious Jim is the host of, 3CT. Half of those guys didn't watch a single lick of fucking wrestling this week. Their top 5 list would have been better than any list that you put together, because you didn't even rank the fucking Impact Wrestling World Champion in your top 25. You put Veer, you put Ezekiel, you put fucking random schmoes at fucking 21 and 22 and 23, but you can't give Josh Alexander any love. You put Asuka, who came back and flicked somebody in the nose and won a 6-man tag match.
It is Asuka, Jim. Jim.
And you can't give the champion some.
It is Asuka.
Look, I love Asuka.
Do some goddamn research.
Asuka makes me feel things inside.
I'm still feeling things about Asuka inside, man.
But, like, she should not be on a wrestler of the week or the month list. Period. Like, no.
So here are the wrestlers that Ernest did not get into his top 25. Gunther, Bussy, or as Joe has corrected me, Bussy or Boosie or whatever the fuck they're called. They've done the tag titles a lot in GCW. I gave them love 1 week. I have him in my top 25. Josh Alexander, Taya Valkyrie, who won the AAA Reinas de la Renta title, and the tag team of the Great Okan and Jeff Cobb, United Empire, who won the IWGP tag titles. But he gives votes to Hook, Ezekiel, Ciampa, who really just beat up Mustafa Ali. Didn't even have a match. Asuka, Veer, and everybody's favorite, Matt Cardona.
Chelsea Husband. I have to go find that audio at some of this point and just fucking put it on the board.
It's not on there yet?
No, it's not.
I'm shocked.
It should be.
That was one of the best episodes ever. I laughed so hard.
So fucking. I could probably find the clip.
You laugh so hard. Asuka makes you hard though.
No, Asuka makes you fucking retarded.
And hard.
Well, I'm sorry that's a thing that you feel from time to time.
But yeah, I mean, here's the deal. I love what they're doing with Veer. I almost had Veer on my top 5 this week. I almost had Ezekiel on my top 5 this week until Warner and Mercedes Martinez knocked them off. I think what they're doing with the Ezekiel character is fucking brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you shouldn't leave Josh Alexander off the list.
No, I apologize. I apologize for that.
You should have keep apologizing for that.
You're the worst.
So same as House of Black.
Ugh. All right, 16 through 20 was Sammy Guevara, Thunder Rosa, John Moxley, Boosie, and Pretty Deadly, the new NXT Tag Champs that Ernest had at 25. CM Punk, the United Empire, Hook, Taya Valkyrie, and Ciampa round out your top 25 for the month of April. Our updated standings, currently in first place in the Wrestler of the Year totals, is the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, the Hangman Adam Page. Second place is Sammy Guevara. He has 66 points. Page has 74. Brock Lesnar's in third with 59 points. Joe likes to call him Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Hayes is in fourth with 48 points. Matt Cardona is in fifth with 47 points. Roman Reigns is in sixth with 44. Tie between Braun Breaker and Jonathan Gresham for seventh place with 40. Jurassic Express is at 39 points. They're in 9th. And rounding out the top 10 is Randy Orton with 37 points for the for the year so far.
I hear voices in him.
Just see.
He's feeling happy.
Happy.
Soundboarding.
I'll put my
You sound so happy. No, that's not the one.
You found it?
No, I didn't find it yet.
Fuck.
So, yeah, Jim's going to be a part of the voting from now on. I've made that executive decision. So I'm going to...
nuts on.
That's so Joe Biden of you. Executive order.
I don't care because at this point, his list is at least going to, counter the retarded list I get from
I
you
do.
every second year.
No, you have to admit my top 5 is pretty good, though. Gotta admit.
The worst.
You just crying as a cry. Let's get to the fucking rest of the week, shall we? I went first last week, so I think, Jim, since you're the newbie in the fucking block here, you go first.
Jim's going to get all 3 of Joe's picks since Joe didn't give me a list or anything. So we'll just have Jim take Joe's picks for this week.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead, Jim.
My first one's going to be Mercedes Martinez, new undisputed Ring of Honor Women's Champion. As silly as the whole interim champion thing was, that company's obsession for doing interim champions is fucking silly as hell. But that's neither here nor there. But good match closed the show last night. So,
all right,
Ernest.
I'm gonna go with Wardlow this week. Big win over Morrissey. AEW debut.
I think that's probably a one and done.
One and done, yeah. Impact. Best one, of course.
Apparently, it piqued the interest of some folks in Stamford seeing Big W Morrissey on TV last night.
Interesting.
Good progress.
Cordona.
There he goes.
His husband. Chelsea's husband. Time to watch a match.
Is that Mike laughing in the background?
You guys be laughing so hard I can't breathe.
So just get into it again. Time to watch a match from Matt Cordona.
That should be a podcast episode itself, Jim. Like,
Please
put
don't.
that as an episode.
Actually, stop.
Tim got so mad.
Just stop. I will put the other voice on. I will put the other voice on. Mark. I can put it on all of you.
Now, Tim, how do you not like
so you can put it on us and
Matt Cordona? Cordona. I hope Chelsea Green doesn't get involved. Time to watch a match from Matt Cordona.
Jesus.
I can't put it on you guys because I'm using you guys as you guys aren't the input. Rather you not put the voice on anything.
It's so good.
It was great. Oh God.
My
number 1 pick this week is the new Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Heavyweight Champion, one member of the Jericho Appreciation Society. I am taking Daniel Garcia.
All right.
Probably, I think he's out for 9 months.
Who?
I saw a thing on according to Malachi Black.
No, that's
Was that Daniel? So another Daniel, I guess.
What the fuck's his name? The dude arrested Phoenix this week.
Dante Martin.
Thank you, Mark. Sorry,
Dante's
Daniel
brother.
Martin. Daniel
Darius Martin.
Darius.
Sorry.
Close. Not really.
Yeah, sure.
Oops. I'm fucking offing some guy that fucking.
You're so bad at this.
Malachi Black revealed on the Universal Wrestling podcast that Martin was in a car accident and will be out 6 to 9 months.
Fuck, dude, that guy is the worst. Seriously, gets the worst breaks. Not this is his second major injury, and the kid's like what, under 24? Unreal.
So this was a picture that he actually shared 5 days ago.
Yeah, that's the one I saw.
Oh, that's not great.
His caption on the tweet though was fun.
Okay.
They told me my ACL itself looks great though. He's coming back from a torn ACL. At least there's a vote of confidence there.
That's good. I like that.
I mean, at least,
you take your victories when you can, right? I guess.
Yes.
So
I mean, prayers for a speedy recovery. Like, let's not be a dick, but
Yeah, no, seriously.
that was a hell of a fucking punchline.
Go ahead, Jim. Your next legend.
Retained the North American title on NXT Spring Break, Bash at the Beach, whatever the fuck it was called. Cameron Grimes.
To the moon.
Give me a big win on Dynamite this week. Give me Jeff Hardy.
This man retained the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship at Sakura Genesis, and then got laid out by Switchblade Jay White. Give me Kazuchika Okada.
You can always depend on Mike to do all the fucking outside the bubble, the mainstream bubble, fucking.
Because here's the thing, bud.
No, I love it. It's great.
Hold on. Let me finish my rant because I didn't get to finish it earlier because I went on a Josh Alexander.
There's more.
Yeah. Here's the thing, bud. There's a great wrestling website called CageMatch.net. If you haven't heard of it, now you have. Congratulations. If you go on there, every Monday there will be results from the weekend that was professional wrestling. While you're sitting on the shitter for 7 hours a day, feel free to click on a couple of them and read if a world champion lost their belt or maybe retained their belt or something along those lines.
So, who told you I'd sit in the shitter for 7 hours? Did Lauren tell you
that? No, because it matches what a toolbox would do. Just sit around and do nothing. Sitting around doing nothing like what you do. So if you go there and you just do a little bit of research and write a notes on your phone, you can come more educated to this song and dance rather than coming in and going, give me Jeff Hardy who won a meaningful match on AEW, which nobody gave a single fuck about.
And it's come. Is that okay?
You're such an idiot.
You said come. I mean, you said come. So I'm asking this come.
You're such an idiot.
Okay. Jim, go for the last one.
All right, I'll go back to Rampage last Friday, retaining his ROH TV title, and I'm going to go with the Samoan named Joe.
Oh, I like that.
Joey Samoa.
Last one here. I agree, Jim. They're doing something good with him right now. Let me Veer.
Mike's head's good.
You know the out of the box, Bernier. You know the out of the box one.
All right, so my final pick for this week, he won a decision match at New Japan Wrestling Sakura Genesis to win the IWGP United States Championship. Give me the legend himself. Give me Hiroshi Tanahashi. Fun thing, he's defending that title in a fatal four-way between Will Ospreay, Jon Moxley, himself, and the now Bullet Club member Juice Robinson at the DC show that they're doing, New Japan's doing. So that should be fun. If you're not in the area, you can find that on fight.tv. They announced that earlier today that'll be streamed on Fight. So I might check that one out because that match really piques my interest, and I think it'd be a really fun fatal four-way match.
Will you watching the shitter?
No, see, I'll actually sit on my couch because I like professional wrestling. Unlike you, who wants to watch a Hulu clip show or hasn't watched anything in the last 3 months, but tries to do a wrestling show where you can nominate Veer.
I mean, I could have nominated Tyler Hero, but, it's a big sport,
Buddy, at the end of the day, you can use basketball as an excuse all you want.
No excuse.
If the Miami Heat do not hang a banner, you have to fucking start putting time into professional wrestling. That's the rule.
Then they got baseball.
Buddy, the Mets will collapse. Stop. Garbage.
Also, I have the Stanley Cup playoffs right now. You don't see me putting out crap list the wrestler of the week.
Garbage.
Oh, for this big Veer, not bad, right? I mean,
Wardlow had
Jeff Hardy was worse. Man, Wardlow was your first answer. Wardlow was my number 5 this week.
That's a you problem. What are we talking about?
Wardlow wasn't even on my mentions list.
He went for IWGP, fucking 2KC
Oh, don't even say fake fucking fanboy, because your fucking fanboy and company is riding the fucking coattails of New Japan to sell out the fucking United Center.
Oh, well,
Don't
question.
come at me with that.
You want to go into that before we go?
The IWGP World Title is more meaningful
before we get started.
Fairy tale land that fucking Tony Khan lives in.
Don't
come at me with that
bullshit. That Tony tweet.
No, at the end of the fucking day, what aggravates me is the fact that good professional wrestling goes unwatched by AEW marks, and they want to sit here and bang their chest. Look at us, we sold out the fucking United Center. Yeah, because you're bringing in fucking the greatest wrestlers in the world to be paired with fucking
major wrestling company wouldn't sell out the United Center. Chicago's a hub for wrestling.
Exactly.
Chicago's a hub, and it's your home city. It's like saying, "Hey, by the way, guys, we're flying an NFL team to London." Oh, we don't have an NFL team. Who you flying out? The 0-16 Detroit Lions, the year they fucking didn't win a game. Guess what? They'll sell out every fucking game in London because they don't have a fucking football team in London. Right. It doesn't matter. You're bringing over Kazuchika Okada. You're bringing over Hiroshi Tanahashi. You're bringing over Will Ospreay. You're going to get wrestling fans that are going to travel the world to go to this show. And it's not because Jon Moxley is taking on some random ass scrub named fucking Darius Martin or whatever the fuck we're gonna put him up against. No, you're getting Will Ospreay versus Jon Moxley. You're getting Tanahashi versus Adam Page. You're getting Okada versus potentially Kenny Omega for the 9,337th time that every AEW fanboy ejaculates to every time they fucking wrestle. At the end of the day, if you didn't sell out the United Center day one, we'd have bigger problems. Congratulations for doing your job.
AEW fucking fanboys and AEW as a whole, the company, self-awareness is fucking severely lacking.
Yeah, it is. And that's why bringing light to PWG, with Daniel Garcia being the champion, and 2 IWGP champions, it's a good thing for the show. Maybe if you would read some damn results, you would know about them more instead of ranking them 25th and 29th and 30th like you did the United Empire and Josh Alexander this week. This is an educational message sponsored by Teach Ernest What the Fuck Wrestling Is. The more you know.
Herb.
And on that note, Jim, plug away.
Herb.
You can follow me at Big Jim Sports. Make sure you follow at 3 Count Thursday, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, 3countthursday.com. We have the Thursday Night Live show. We drop a pod on Tuesdays. So make sure you check that out. If you subscribe to our Patreon, you can see the Tuesday show, and you can even see it early. You may be able to see it Sunday afternoon. Like Ernest, he's a good patron. $2 a month. $2 a month. Month just started. You get bonus content each and every week over at the patreon.com/3 Count Thursday. Also, Huddle Up Podcast. We dropped an episode last night or yesterday. We have 2 more coming, one on May the 18th, one on June the 1st. We'll get some more content coming out June, July, and then once we get into August, we'll start to ramp back up for the weekly show.
Did you talk about Ryan Tannehill on this week's show?
I think it was after. Was that the shit? It was after the Malik Willis comment about.
I mean, we didn't really get into the Malik Willis stuff because we recorded on Tuesday. So
does anyone want to touch on that real quick before we go? And we can.
I honestly didn't even see it.
So. I'm going to do another Football Awesome podcast just to touch on that a little bit. Maybe over the weekend.
I personally think Ryan Tannehill was right.
He's right in a sense.
No, he's 100% right.
But he looks soft.
His job is to win football games for the team.
No, agreed.
Not to teach his replacement how to play football.
Right. But, yeah.
And here's the thing. There are a lot of people, including Saints safety Gardner Weber, that's sitting here going, oh, I hope little bro takes your job. Really?
Yeah.
Why don't you worry about Jameis Winston staying healthy and you guys winning your fucking division instead of coming in and chirping about someone you don't even fucking play this year? Because here's the deal. He's making it more than a quarterback saying that I don't want to lose my job to the guy that you drafted. That's part of the problem.
I think also the thing is that this could be his last year in Tennessee too.
But here's the thing. Okay, but here's the thing. If you're Ryan Tannehill and you think this is your last year there and you're playing for a job somewhere, are you really worried about making sure that your replacement is up to speed? I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm worried about making sure that I can get in timing with receivers because you just traded the best one that I had for a bag of fucking bubble gum.
Yeah,
and Derrick Henry's going to regress.
I don't think it's a starting quarterback's job to like mentor and teach a backup.
I agree.
That's what a coaching staff is for. Now, should you be a good teammate? Sure. If a rookie or a young guy has questions about certain things, absolutely answer the questions. But it is not like.
And I think for the record, Tannehill would help him if he asked those questions.
Oh,
but Ryan's not going to sit here and go, on Tuesdays you show up at 8:00.
Right. It's not his job to hold his hand and make sure that he learns the job. It's not.
I also think it's being made a bigger deal because it's fucking May. NFL news is gonna be fucking.
It's also a bigger deal because of the fact that front office just traded the best receiver they've probably had since fucking Kevin Dyson, and what they got back for him was a draft pick. And now you're basically telling me, hey, by the way, this could be the last year of Ryan Tannehill, so we're gonna go to a second-year quarterback with no receiving threats and hope that Derrick Henry can run the ball 400 times a year. We've already done that the last 2 years, and what has it gotten them? Not even a.
I was going to say, and the fact that you came off of a year where you were the number 1 seed and just got punk bitched again in the first round.
9 sacks, you still can't win a fucking playoff game. So sad. 9 sacks. God, I miss football. Can't wait. You know what? Though. You know what? Football is awesome. Just say. And maybe we'll do an episode next week. We'll see.
But yeah, Huddle Up at Huddle Up Podcast, Facebook and Twitter. Hit the link tree for merchandise on 3 Count as well. Hit the link trees on all of them. You got the merchandise. You got where you can subscribe on Anchor, Apple Podcast, Spotify, all podcast platforms, YouTube. Just check them out.
All right, Michael.
You can follow me at They Call Me Burn on Twitter. You can follow me on Instagram at FatKidCertifiedSE. You can follow my Facebook page, Sunny Days and Double Plays, for my baseball podcast about baseball here in the Palm Beaches. Follow the show. Yeah, we'll be recording that in about 10. I'm going to go to the bathroom and probably maybe watch the end of this Avalanche Predator game that's in overtime. Follow the show at Take the Number 3 Wrestling. That's all. I think that's all I got.
You guys know how to find me. Everybody knows how to find me. Of course, Universal 7 on Twitter. Good Podcast. You know, all the shows here, like this one, and In the Paint, and fucking Wrestling Retrospective, and all that on this feed. Check it out. We're dropping literally today, fucking 3 podcasts today. So
let's go Celtics.
Game 3 on Saturday. What a series so far. How that goes. So anyway, fellas. Bobby. I'm out. Guys, great show as always. Joe, hope everything's all right on your end. We good to have Joe tonight on the show. So hopefully everything's good. And until then, enjoy your weekend. And also for the ladies out there, happy Mother's Day. All the moms.
Yeah, Mother's Day.
All right. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye. Bye.